guys, welcome to Homesteading Through Our Eyes. This week we're doing a special Q&A week where we're answering 3 questions a day, and today is day 2. Today seemed like a really fitting day to answer this question from Leah. So thanks for asking a question, Leah. It is, can you stay cool in the yurt in the summer? So today was a very hot day. It was about 90 outside, full sun, very little breeze, and those days make it very hot in the yurt. We got up to 92 today. If there's a way to keep the yurt cool without having electricity and solar power, we haven't figured it out yet. We do live in the forest and we only get about 6 direct hours of sunlight, and we are very thankful for that in the summer. It stays cool in the morning and the evening once the sun goes down, but once the sun hits the yurt, it is like a little oven in here, and it usually will get hotter in here than it is outside. We've tried several things. We have a piece of Reflectix insulation up on the yurt dome. And that seems to help, but obviously not enough. We do keep the insulation on the front 2 south-facing windows to block the sun from coming in there. We leave the north-facing window open all day to get that cooler breeze from the shaded area in. We have a door in the back that's always open all day until the mosquitoes come out, and then we close it. And we have a door in the front that stays open all day. The only time that it would really get cool in here, if it's super hot out, is if there's a nice cool breeze. Because we do have the woods right out here, and the woods do stay cool. So as long as we can move that air in, it stays cool. But if not, it doesn't. So we don't have electricity or any way to pull the air in or move the air around. So it gets really hot in here. Sometimes so hot that we don't even want to be in here. Like today, 92 is too hot. We're trying to come up with some solutions for this. Obviously, we want our home to be comfortable, not only in the winter, but also in the summer. So we're thinking of possibly getting a couple solar panels and running an AC in here, or at least getting a overhead fan or some other kind of fan that can move the air around. It's a big investment, so we didn't really want to do it, so we were going to try to do it this summer without it. But it's already July 6th and it's really hot. So thanks for the question, Leah. I'm sure a lot of people are curious about the different seasons in the yurt. If you are a yurt dweller, then and you're found a way to keep it cool in here without an AC unit, then let us know. We'd love some ideas. We did just try hanging a tarp up on top of the whole yurt to block the sun. I think it would have worked, but it ended up breaking and falling off, and it was a pain in the butt to hang up. But it was worth a try. We're always trying and experimenting. I think I'm going to head outside for the next question because I'm hot. Much cooler out here. Thank goodness we put our deck on. And we put an easy up to block the sun, so we have a little shaded, nice place outside. So that helps. All right, question number 2 comes from Rickson. He actually asked us 3 questions. We'll answer 1 today because it kind of went along with what I was talking about in the first question. It is, what are your future electricity plans, power plans? Are they staying the same, putting solar in, or something else? So thanks for the questions, Rickson. When we originally wanted to do the yurt, and we had the idea of everything, about 3 years ago, we thought we wouldn't do solar. We thought we could do it without solar, and even the last year living here, I still thought that we wouldn't be using any kind of solar power. Really, the only issues we're having right now, and the only reason that I strongly am considering getting the solar, is because of the heat problem. So we are considering it. Possibly getting a couple solar panels to run the AC unit. I'm also strongly considering getting a bike or elliptical or something like that, where we could create power using ourselves. That might be a good thing to have in the winter, when we're not getting a bunch of sun from our solar panels. It would give us some exercise in the yurt. So that's something I think I might put on our winter project list for this winter. I really like the idea of not having to really rely on anything else to have power in the yurt. There's 4 of us living here, so I figured, 4 of us could put in some time. I have to do a little bit more research on it and see if the output is worth it, but I think it would be an interesting thing to have. So right now we don't have solar panels, or we're not on the grid. Definitely not going back on the electric grid. I definitely want to make sure I put that out there, because even though we do maybe need a little bit of power here and there, we don't need a lot. We just need enough to make it comfortable in the yurt. Maybe in the winter we could run a light or 2, because it is very dark in the winter. It gets dark at 4:30 here. But I don't really want to make anything too complicated. I want to keep things simple, and I want to know how everything is run and how everything works, so that way if anything ever breaks or anything stops working, we know how to fix it. So right now, solar and the battery banks and all that, I'm not too familiar with, and neither is Day, so it's just something that we haven't really got into yet because of our lack of knowledge, and our lack of need. We don't really need it. So there could be some upgrades in the future, so stay tuned and maybe you'll check it out. On to question number 3. And the last question for today is, would you recommend the Pacific Yurt, and why did you choose the Pacific Yurt? So I can't really say anything about any other yurt company, since I really don't know much about it. When we were researching what yurt company to go with, I chose the Pacific Yurt because it had been in business the longest, had a really good reviews, and it was in our price point. So would I recommend it? Yes, I would. They were exceptionally helpful to us. We had probably about 100 to 150 emails back and forth with the Pacific Yurt company. Several before I even purchased the yurt, and then many after I purchased the yurt, just trying to get as much information as I can about what I needed to do and what I could expect, and any issues or mold problems or anything like that. They answered within a day and were extremely helpful. The yurt did come damaged. The French door here was completely broken off of its hinges, and the wood was splintered, and they were super great about sending us a new one free of charge, and even giving us an extra $100 to have someone come and fix it. Obviously we didn't have someone come and fix it, we just did it ourselves, so it was an extra $100 for us. So just the fact that we needed so much help and so many questions, and they were so willing to help us, and I'm sure that if I emailed them today they would still respond within a day, and that alone made them a really great company for us to work with. There might be other smaller companies that are better, bigger companies that are better, but this really worked for us. So I am glad that we went with Pacific Yurt, and the yurt itself has been great. We've had no problems with it. Nothing has been ripped, broken, or anything in the 18 months that we've been using it. So it's been a great yurt and a good purchase for the money. Well, thanks for watching our day 2 of our question and answer week. We'll have another one out for you tomorrow with some more questions. I have a couple more questions that I have lined up, and people are always asking questions, so we'll keep figuring out which ones you would be most interested in. So, thanks for watching. Take care. I'll put some links down below to yesterday's question and answer day if you're interested in watching that as well. Peace.